Now, you want to make his eyes, you want to give him eyeballs, irises. So I'm going to take, he's going to have violet eyes, because that's the color I have.
Excellent.
Okay.
But again, your penguin, you get to choose whatever eyeballs you want.
Whatever eye
Blue,
color
pink,
you
green,
want. He can be
whatever.
blue-eyed, green-eyed.
Probably wouldn't use pink, but
Well,
guess
if
you
he was a
could.
drunk penguin,
Drunk
maybe you could
penguin.
have pink bloodshot eyes.
Pink
So I'm just taking this, and I'm taking my little tiny circle cutter, very tiny, see?
Ooh,
And I'm going to cut to
½ inch, quarter inch.
½ inch.
Do you see me guess that?
I did. You're amazing.
I am amazing. I guess
All
that
right.
was a ½ inch.
So
That's one in a row for me.
I'm going to kind of spin it so my edges are nice and clean. All right, and I have to face this towards me. And I'm going to put his eyeballs a little low. Not quite, I don't want it dead center. If you put the irises, the colored part dead center, you look like this. You get this look like, oh. So if you put them a little bit lower, you don't get that. So there's one. Little eyeball.
Oh,
My board's still wet, so I can take that one.
so it's just a little bit of water is what you're saying.
Yeah, I don't want a ton of water. These are small pieces, so they should be fine.
Okay.
And there's my other one. So now we have eyeballs.
Eyeballs.
All right, and the eyeballs have to have an iris. Is the iris the black part? What's the black part?
Pupil.
Pupil. All these technical terms.
I know.
All right, so for the pupils, I'm not going to really worry about cutting them with a cutter because that's a small cutter. I mean, you could take a tip and cut a tiny little circle, but I don't have time for that. So what I do is I take a little bit of black and I roll 2 little of the same size balls like that. This one's a hair bigger, so take a hair away. You want to make sure they are the same size balls because again, if they're uneven, they get a wild-eyed look, and you don't want your penguin to look too wild-eyed. So
Well,
those
depending on your penguin and
exactly, you
what
may
your
want your
goal is.
penguin to look
if you want
wild-eyed.
if you're trying to make it look like Private from Madagascar, then
There you go.
there you go. But that would be copyright, and we can't say that.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've got my 2 little pieces like that. And now I'm just going to take them. I'm going to wet my finger a little bit again, and I'm just making them a little flat. And then I'm going to lift them up. There's one.
Okay, these are just basic little tiny round.
Yeah, they're just
That's
round
it.
little black dots. I made circles and then I pressed them so they were little round dots. And there's his eyes. Simple as that.
Now
right?
you can see.
Yay!
You can't smell anything. You need to eat anything.
All right. Time for a beak. I'm getting some wire because we need to wire his beak up.
Okay.
Because his beak is kind of big and you don't want it to fall. And you're using a bit of fondant and it's going to kind of stick out. So we need to have it be supported. So I've got a little bit of wire. I'm not as worried about his bottom beak. His bottom beak, it only sticks out about 1/4 of an inch. So that you can actually put in there and it's not going to be a problem. But his top beak sticks out quite a bit. It sticks out probably almost an inch. So I'm going to take my piece and I'm going to decide where I want his mouth. I'm going to put it like right about here. So you can see that's about where I'm going to put it. Right there. And I've taken a piece of wire and I've made the shape that I want it for
Just
his mouth.
by hand?
Yeah, I just folded it.
Okay.
Made the shape I wanted. Okay, and then I want it to stick out about that far. So I'm going to take these pieces and I'm going to push them because I want these pieces to go inside the cake. So you can see it looks like that.
Hang on.
So that's his, can you see it on the black better, maybe?
We can see it as
You can see it like that.
we can see it as soon as it stops moving.
Sorry. So like that. There, see? Got it?
Kind of hold it up like this. There you go, there you go.
Because this is the
That's
part
what
that's
it
going to
is.
go in the cake.
Gotcha.
Okay?
Okay.
Doesn't have to be quite that long. Let me get my wire.